Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to Tomb of the Spider Queen for our first game, and I need to log into Heroes of the Storm. This is going to be a doubleheader between two new teams to Heroic, Running Wild and TNT, against two veterans. Both of these teams, Running Wild and Teal, well, Teal's not Teal's the veteran team in this case, are prone to landing big upsets, landing big comebacks. So we'll see what happens when one of the teams that I currently rate as a favorite to win the division faces down against an unknown contender. And yes, I just flashed the tier lists. Don't judge me. I spent a long time working that. I spent way too long working on that. Anyways, I'm going to get in the lobby, and we can begin. Sound of me drinking water. That's the kind of ASMR people come here to my channel for. Alright, we are about to begin. Wait. And there's a slight delay because Running Wild is missing someone. 3-2-3 has been called. 3-2-1-2-3 has been called. Ugh. Oh no. Oh yeah. Apparently, I can't actually put any points. Unforgiven Inns. Who is this individual? Well. Okay, both teams are ready now. We are gonna be good to go eventually. Right? Right? I'm losing my mind. Also, I really need to stop playing with those drills as a chew toy thing.
Tomb of the Spider Queen.
All right. Uh-oh. Anyways, here we are in game number 1. This is Tomb of the Spider Queen. It is Running Wild versus Imagine. And people are trash talking themselves. Heck yeah. Virtuoso's Diablo was banned out immediately. Always a good call. Diablo's especially strong this map. Johanna is now banned out. That tank pool is getting narrower and narrower. Junkrat banned out. strong anchor, and one of the picks that Imagine is really good on. Although everyone's really good on Junkrat, so that's not saying much, you know? Anduin is banned out. One of the best healers is off the boat. And there's a Sylvanas. Verd instantly takes it. This is one of the big things about this game. Both teams love Sylvanas. And it is in the hands of Running Wild now. Fatal Rampage picks up Blaze in exchange. And Zadie takes the Lucio. We aren't going to see any mouth gamers here. But, you know.
Hunt them down.
It could be possible. It could turn out that... And Kairu brings out the Muradin. And Grits takes the Hogger. Brightwing banned out. That'll deny one more healer pick option for the Wilders. For Running Wild. You can't say the in front of Running Wild. It doesn't make any sense. And a Nubarak's banned out. JTR has a few tank options left. None of them are very dicey, though. And Virtuoso takes the Garrosh. This is by far one of his strongest picks, paired with the Tychus. And Imagine is likely going to blast some stuff. Come on, give me bans. I can't keep rambling. Actually, I probably could fill talking about what these champions do. Rhaegar's picked up. And Falstad is taken by Elixia.
With every death comes honor.
Richard Gere is proclaiming that Imagine is garbage without him. We'll see about that one, buddy boyo. When it comes to both these teams, if I were to put points on either squad, I'd put them on the side of Imagine right now. But we've got the Sylvanas on the side of Running Wild on Tomb of the Spider Queen, a map they are notorious for getting late game comebacks on. Between the Gust and the Sylvanas, which are kind of, you know, Imagine's lunch money on this map, there's a very real chance that this one will turn to the side of Running Wild. And I might actually have to close this prediction earlier. Once we get into the loading screen, out of the loading screen, we are going to put them in. Anyways, predictions are now closed. On the side of Running Wild, we have Verd on Sylvanas, Kairu on Muradin, Mr. Executive on Rhaegar, Grits on Hawker, Elixia on Falstad, Zadie on Lucio, Virtuoso on Garrosh, JTR on Hanzo, Fatal Rampage on Blaze, and Breakwood on Tychus. Imagine may never have lost a Tomb game, but this is the map, this is the team that they could lose it to. Talents coming out. It's looking like it's percent damage Sylvanas. We've got Body Check out for anti-ancestral tech. And we have a standard issue W build Tychus and a Q build Hanzo. Kairu gets flipped. Kairu takes a bunch of damage and hops on out. Fatal Rampage comes in with a flank, catches both the DPS, but takes a little bit of damage for his trouble. Verd gets booped up, and with a very dominant display, Imagine seizes control of the center. Virtuoso waiting in that bush, waiting for the time to strike. Will he land? Or will he go in for the flank? He decides to move for mid lane now, leaving JTR topside. Virtuoso's caught out, but doesn't take any damage as he is not in range. JTR is going to be trapped in that top side lane, and Grits has begun the spin. Elixia moves down to the bot side. Fatal Rampage starts out that siege camp, and it's looking like there's going to be some very real damage to both these camps. Look at that Hogger spin. Kairu's potentially going to scout this camp, but far too late to actually impact it. And meanwhile, Verd shows up in the mid lane and starts that clear going. Gonna be a real tricky thing. Lexi and Grits are gonna need to clear this out, but Verd wants to push this out. If they make a mistake here, Imagine could lose out on several people. That's a double Fatal Rampage done on the Blaze. Mr. Executive goes down. Verd barely makes it out alive. In exchange, they gain just a little bit of chip. And yeah, Verd's blood goes to Imagine. Level 4 is coming on out. It is full-on Q build, it is Indom, it is BTA, and it is Incinerator Gauntlets. All fairly standard. Level 4 is coming out for the side, running wild. Unstable Poison, Healing Totem, Brute Force, and Reverb. Meanwhile, Breakwood and Zadie are continuing the Bruiser camp. Ooh, Justin's making fun of me. Don't you have a migraine? Shouldn't you be in bed? Oh, JTR is getting flanked out. It's looking like 13 gems are going to go down here. Meanwhile, Virtuoso looks like he's just going to give those up. This gives Running Wild a huge potential shift in momentum. They can now clear this out for free, and more importantly, they're going to be first up to this OBJ. Grits got a lot of gems to turn in. Elixia pushing the sideline. And it's looking like they're just 9 gems away. But you can see it in the difference in turned in gems. Imagine is taking every opportunity they can get to put those in. And it could very well be the difference between a win and a loss on this map. Kairu tanks a whole bunch of damage, but is likely going to get out of this unscathed thanks to her trade. Zadie gets caught out and nearly blows up, but manages to scoot on away. Virtuoso tries to turn in another 9. Kairu denies it. And it looks like Running Wild is going to be a few gems away from actually being able to turn in. But it's all in the control. It looks like Imagine just simply isn't letting Running Wild take any in. They're going to still get the first one in. Verd gets caught, and Verd dies. And that's another 11 gems down. This is going to be that tempo shifting back on to Imagine. They may have gotten one pick, but it looks like Imagine's still going to get that first turn in. Virtuoso continues to hide in the bushes and prepare to murder people. Doing a beautiful job at controlling these lanes. And Breakwood and JTR doing an excellent job at clearing. Goes in for Kairu. Gets hit in the face with a Stormbolt. Elixia and Verd are starting out topside. Elixia is moving down. It's likely going to be a pretty clean clear on the side of Running Wild here. Unless a little bit of extra damage happens. Executive moves in, but Virtuoso now has control. Virtuoso very nearly tower dives. And just barely misses both Kairu and Verd. Oh my word. Grit manages to clear it out with nary a scratch on his fort. And the same can be said for every single lane. Running Wild have weathered the storm. Now it's just a matter of whether or not they can get those gems in and they can start a counterattack. Imagine is up on Soak. Grits is going to need some help on this camp. Bit of chip is happening for free bot side. That Soak gap has to be closed. Otherwise, Imagine might just take a fort with it. Their Bruisers is going to be a bit slow on the side of Imagine. But this fight could potentially evolve into a 10v9 situation. Grits starts that spin. Fatal Rampage is deeply damaged. Fatal Rampage goes down. And that is a huge tempo swing for Running Wild. They just ripped that siege camp. And it's looking like they're going to get a lot of free chip here. Elixia's turning in. Kairu's probably next. Verd drops the black arrows. And ults are out. I probably should have mentioned that. It is Dragon's Arrow. It is Odin, Bunker, High Five, Warlord Challenge. All expected ults. Hortipult is the only real outlier being taken in place of the big stun. Kairu keeps on jumping away. Now we're going to let Virtuoso get a pick. Full on Grits needs to get those gems in, or Running Wild just doesn't have a turn in. Grits is posturing for the bot side, but Fatal Rampage sees that, and Fatal Rampage is going to stall out until the end of the earth. Breakwood's doing the same. Virtuoso coming in for the big flank. Grits takes a bunch of damage. Gus is forced out. Ancestral's forced out. Executive is thrown. Kairu is on the back line. Kairu jumps in, lands a huge reverb. Full on Grits just barely misses the chance to stun Sadie. 4-man stun from Fatal Rampage, but all being said and done, it looks like Running Wild has managed to just barely squeeze out that fight. Kairu looking for that camp. Kairu spots it. It's going to be very dangerous for Imagine to continue this camp, but it looks like Running Wild has decided instead to directly push out bot side. Not the call I would have made. I would have made it an invade call, but that's how it be sometimes. Ooh, Virtuoso face checks a bush, throws Kairu out. It's going to be a very clean clear for Imagine, unless Running Wild can force something out. Odin is dropped in mid lane. Elixius pushes the side lane. Grits is still mid lane, so bot side is going to be cleared relatively for free here. As is mid lane. Verd putting the black arrows down top side. And that's a 2-man caught. Kairu goes in, interrupts Virtuoso, and does a nice bit of peel there. But all being said and done, Running Wild has managed to chip out 2 lanes, but they don't have another turn in, and they don't have the control to prevent another turn in. Yeah, Imagine sure is holding up well, Bob. Running Wild is showing an impressive footing and is really going neck and neck with Imagine on this map. However, that second turn-in is coming out, and it looks like it's going to favor Imagine. All they need now is 11 more gems. Meanwhile, Grits and Fatal Rampage are just going at it. And Kairu hasn't all forced out, likely pulled while those offlaners were duking it out. Mid lane is becoming a serious place of chip, but if they can just get a few in, all it takes is one dead Virtuoso. Virtuoso drops down here. Those gems may not be affordable to put down on the side of Imagine now. They might have to hold off on turning in. Fatal Rampage appears to be going in for the turn-in, though. Can Vert scout him out in time? The answer is no. Kairu goes in deep, gets hit by the slip, and Ancestral comes out too late, but Breakwood nearly goes down in response. Meanwhile, Fatal Rampage is getting good side lane pressure. It's likely that this bot side lane is going to fall down. Interesting trade on the side of Running Wild. It gives them time to clear, but they are down a tank on this defense. Virtuoso comes in for a big flank on Verd. Bunker is dropped. Slip hits Verd. Verd is hit with the taunt. That's 25 gems likely lost to the Nether now. Could be much worse if Grits goes down as well. Grits uses his ult, but it looks like Imagine is about to claim multiple forts here. Mid lane is going to go down immediately. Top side, down before that. At this point, the tempo swing is heavily in the favor of Imagine. Grits is going to have to get his turn in, and he's going to have Executive turn in with him. Imagine moves in for the siege camp. Grits moves on in for his Bridger camp. This could potentially get invaded. Virtuoso is standing on point, observing point. They've got 40 gems. They aren't quite there yet, but they're going to be in a hard way. If they can't get these in, they're going to have a difficult situation to live in. They need a few more for Grits. They need to get this turn in. Bird and Kairu might be caught out here. Stun doesn't quite lock on anyone. Fatal Rampage is thrown out. Elixia flies on in. There are still 6 gems missing on the side of Running Wild. They need to get those in, otherwise they are just going to be at a huge disadvantage. But it appears that they are looking to either take a fight or clear the lanes. Not sure which yet. Split focus right now, this second, might just cost them. Holding off the turn-in might pay out huge as well. It all depends. But Imagine's getting those gems in, bit by bit, little by little. Gyro steps up for a gem. Virtuoso is about a few seconds away. Fatal Rampage is engaged on. Danger pings have been called on Kairu. Oh no! Grits gets taunted. And Grits goes down. Caught out by the Virtuoso flank. This turn-in is... Oh no! That turn-in is lost. Imagine has enough for a turn-in. They can just do boss now. Rip the turn-in. And this game is looking like it's going to be closed out here and now. I say those words knowing that the last time I said them, Running Wild staged a comeback. They're not out just yet, but this situation is really bad for them. Verd might sneak the turn in here. Might not. It's absolutely essential, though, that they do something to break the tempo of the boss play. I don't know, man. I don't know, Verd. This might not be enough. Verd is likely going to be fine, but the turn-in followed by the boss. Those two things pushing together, plus Odin, plus Arrow, plus Bunker. It's looking like Imagine will close out the game here and now with this push. Margin of error for Running Wild is now 0. The arrow catches Verd on Grits peels, but he's still gonna go down. Oh no! Fantastic combo by JTR, but it's looking like this push is gonna just barely start losing steam as it hits core. Still, that is a keep loss pre-20. It's going to be tricky as all hell for Running Wild to build that macro advantage again. Gwennies are coming up for Imagine. They're not going to have a turn in just yet. But now the question becomes Running Wild. What do you do here? You're not going to get all that many opportunities for another engage. You might get an opportunity for a turn in, but the odds of it happening before Imagine turns 20, it's not good. It's going to be rough. This camp is enough for Imagine to hit 20. And with that, a lot of big ticket items are at play. Mixing Fire, Inner Rage? What? Bullseye, Big Red Button, and Fortified Bunker. I do believe it is likely that Running Wild will lose another keep before they hit 20. All it takes is Breakwood stepping up, unleashing that Big Red Button all over this keep. They're going to be in a position of immense pressure, and if they make a mistake, Virtuoso will be there waiting for them. Virtuoso shows on map. Just barely out of Q range. And Breakwood dodges the slow. Looks like they're opting to push bot side instead of mid. Makes sense. They've got the Giants. They've got the push. And if they escort it in, this keep is gone. Now the question becomes, can Running Wild get those 20s? And they're out. And Imagine's out. With 20% of Odin spare. Rewind is active. Secret Stack is active. Nexus Frenzy is active. Bolts of Storm and Farseer's Blessing is active. I'm not sure about those level 20s from Running Wild. They will have to play seriously well and in ways I can't conceive to get more value out of them than what I expect. Meanwhile, Imagine takes another camp. They are a few gems away. All it takes is Running Wild managing to get a turn in, get a team fight, and they're back in this. They've got that turn in, but here comes the combos again. This time, Ancestral lands. Verd lives. Virtuoso might just go down here. Virtuoso drops. Kairu lands a 3-man bit. Zadie slowed down. Fatal Rampage is eeing on out. All we've got left on the side of Imagine is the fact that these pushes don't go far. It's going to take a while for Running Wild to get any of these pushes to the actual fort. Mid lane is going to burn itself out beforehand. And top lane is already dead. If Running Wild is going to take a win, it's going to have to be with the next turn-in and the next one team fight. But once again, they are one mistake away from losing. One big misplay, and it's all over. Imagine knows this. They don't have to play too hard. They can just sit back, wait for Virtuoso to deliver the magic, and that'll be GG for the side of Imagine. Verd goes in for the split push. Virtuoso chases. This could be it. This is it! And the Bolt of a Storm lands! But, oh man, Zadie disappears! Fatal Rampage lands a 3-man stun! Kairu slows them down. Rewind is out. It hits Virtuoso. What a reversal! Running Wild might just take the win here. They have the option of boss now. They have the turn-in. They have the way to win. Now it just becomes a matter of, can they anchor this boss properly? Can they defend it properly? Because here comes the Odin. This fight is going to be huge, one way or another. All that's left is Ancestral. It is up to Grips and Kairu to keep them off this point and to take this turn-in. And it'll be Imagine on the chopping block. They're going in. Their lanes are pushed out. Talents are even. Alts are in the favor of Running Wild. Absolutely, we could see an upset here. Running Wild have stayed calm. They have kept on moving. And they haven't flinched yet. Ancestrals have been on point, have been there, reactive, and that is a keep down. Boss is still going. The push is still strong. Oh, Mr. Executive. And the Gust is forced out. Well, Gust is used preemptively. And it's looking like Running Wild's going to have a little bit of difficulty closing it out. They don't have any kills. Odin is back up. They are down in ult now. This game could keep going. Odin is popped. And that's another keep down for the side of Running Wild. This is anybody's game now. Bird goes over that wall. But that Odin is going to be a problem. Alexia might get caught here. Oh, the arrow is dodged. The cleanse is big. Kairu is thrown. Kairu is stunned. And it looks like there goes Fatal Rampage. The Rampage may have been fatal, but it wasn't fatal for Imagine. Wait, no, it was fatal for Imagine, not Running Wild. Blech. Oh. That pick might be all Running Wild needs to force out this win. They've got 2 katas. They've got another keep to force. Kairu goes on in. Keeps that pressure going. Can't quite close out the keep. Fatal Rampage is gone for 30 seconds. How are they going to win this one? Their healer's out of mana. Their camp's on the board. They're walking past this, so Imagine knows where they are. They know where they live. But there's nothing they can do to follow it up. One way or another. It's going to come down to who gets this next turn in. That is how you will be able to close out this round. Whew, I'm running low on water. Imagine hasn't quite done their bruiser. They're a little bit spooked by it. But if you're on Running Wild, you know you're never going to get another turn in. You know this is going to be tricky. Kairu shows up on the map. Virtuoso might get the big flank here. Grits goes on in. Doesn't quite land anything. But it looks like if you're on the side of Running Wild, you might start Running Wild on this camp. Arrow hits Verd. It hits... Oh, the Gust goes in. Kairu goes in. Kairu gets taunted. Ancestral is dropped. And Verd jumps on in. Zadie's forced out. Zadie is mixing fire. Breakwood goes down. This could be it. This could be the upset. Now they just need that Virtuoso kill, and they will close out this game. Oh, and there goes Grits. But I don't think it's enough. I think Running Wild might just take out Imagine on their best map. We live in Upset City. Virtuoso drops down. Fatal Rampage is slowed by Kairu. That Muradin is absolutely fantastic. You can see why they play it 100% of the time. Running Wild, this is why I cast you guys. Upset City. Alright. Whoops. We black screening. That was a ballin' game. And we are going to Indeed, Imagine has actually managed to lose a Tomb game. It might be that Sylve has been called. I'm baffled has been called. Phenomenal. All right. Looks like game number 2 is being brought to you courtesy of Running Wild. We are going to Infernal Shrines, folks. What a game, boys. All right, everybody. The prediction is in. And we are going to throw it on out. All right. We are in game number 2. It is Infernal Shrines. And it is up to Running Wild to start this. Okay, we're not ready yet. I'm grabbing food. All right, everybody. I'm gonna just try to mute my microphone for a bit, as I may or may not be eating something very delicious right now. So, if I don't finish up, I'll mute during the draft, and we'll start commentary during the loading screen.
shrines.
Wow, who could have expected Gritz's Hogger taken out? I'm so surprised. I'm truly shocked. Hogger banned on Infernal Shrines? Okay, enough of that. Running Wild? Banning Sylvanas? Dang.
The crusade calls.
Oh, this is my jam!
Tremble before me. Need a light?
All right. I am finally back from my food break. And okay, whoops.
I stand.
This galaxy shall suffer.
Wait, I'm supposed to be casting and commentating. Okay, Leoric's been taken, Vol has been taken, Blaze has been taken by Fatal Rampage again. Oh my word. This is going to be a spicy game. And I'm almost already out of water again. No. Lunara Genji. That is one divey composition. It's gonna be on Mr. Executive to keep Elixia and Vert alive. Also, I'm pantomiming a mic for some reason, even though, you know, I've got like a silly thing. Anyways. Last pick is Verd's Imperius. Here we go. The White Van has been unleashed upon Imagine. Here we go, folks. It's the Imp time. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Whoops. Control Shift S? Nope. Control Alt S. I'm bad at this. I swear I have some knowledge of this. Here we go, though. It is gonna be an even split between Running Wild and Imagine in the polls.
10 seconds.
We shall see who wins this out. It's Hypercarry Vala, White Van Imperius on Verd. Kairu's playing Johanna, Alexia's playing Vala, Gris is playing Leo. Meanwhile, Zadie is playing Brightwing, Breakwood is playing Lunara, Virtuoso's on his Diablo, Fatal Rampage is on the Blaze, and JTR is taking out the Genji for a spin. Anyways, talents are all out now. Standard issue Blaze build. It's a Q build, Leo. W build Vola. JTR loses a bit of his HP. Fatal Rampage takes some shots. Kairu goes in, takes some damage, and that's double man stun, including on Lixia. Lixia's polymorph. Lixia's charge flip, and Alexia goes down. We have first blood 40 seconds in. Kairu is forcing her way down with Iron Skin. Meanwhile, Vert is rotating in that mid lane, looking for that Virtuoso. Remember, he's got that percent damage. He can absolutely hunt and kill Diablo, and yeah, it's on now. I do not like this draft. Has been called. Fatal Rampage has rotated down. It looks like we're seeing an invade. Minute 2 of the game on the side of Imagine, but no, they just back on out. They get spooked. Full on Grits clearing that lane, giving him Running Wild the freedom to. Ouch. Vala 1 is W built, and it looks like Kairu, Verd, and crew are forcing it out. Meanwhile, Breakwood doing the same thing, but with a certain bruiser count. Nature's Culling. Breakwood's getting a little low on HP. It's getting a little bit close. That Z comes out, and Breakwood is saved. Meanwhile, Running Wild and crew, they are stepping up. They are doing what they can to get free chip. Verd has been put mid lane, and level 4 talents are out. Virtuoso flips the camps in, makes sure that they die quickly. Zadie is holding that point, using that Wisp to keep it safe. Fatal Rampage steps on up, gets back clearing. Interesting Leoric level 4 coming out here. We have Neil Peasants as well, so expect to see some crazy beams. Grits misses his W, backs on out, no big pressure. Executive is on a patrol. Meanwhile, Verd is going to have to Hearth. Full on Grits isn't looking nice either. Looks like Imagine has built the priority on that point, and they are going to force out a 20-point lead well before this game even gets close. Wait, that didn't even make sense. Fatal Rampage, JTR responding. Executive on the stall. But full on Grits and Elixia are backing on out. Bird steps on in, but it's too late with this many points down. Imagine just has to breathe on this point, and it belongs to them. 1 or 2 shurikens could do the trick. 1 or 2 W's could do the trick. There are no good odds here for the side of Running Wild. Verd is flipped in. Executive takes a bunch of damage. Looks like Verd is going to die horribly in amidst the friends, but that dodge! Woo! Verd lives. Elixia gets stunned, but looking like this is going to be one simple clear for Running Wild. They are definitely on the receiving end this game, but they may just stage to come back again. Bird has taken the wave clear talent. Once we see the white van online, this game could change for the favor of Running Wild. Don't count them out just yet. Yet he goes down in. Virtuoso is caught. Virtuoso takes a bit of damage. Grits is here, but JTR and Fatal Rampage are in on the flank. Bird is kill target, and it looks like this fight is going to be a brawl. Elixia is likely going to be the first blood here. Elixia keeps on running, but they just go down. Kairu is next. It looks like it's going to be Grits next. And that is... If I have to listen to Justin make fun of me one more time, I'm going to lose my mind. Oh my god. Anyways, so as we were saying, Imagine just took a big fight, and is that what that's lightning breath. That's spicy. Imagine's in an incredibly dominant position now. And it looks like not much is going to happen with these two camps. They took a big win on the side of Imagine, but all they did was take stuff off the map. They haven't really sustained any advantage pre-10, so this is still either game. Kairu might get bonked. Elixia practically hugging Virtuoso there for a few seconds. And JTR goes on into Executive, but gets on out. Breakwood gets caught. Alts are out from the side of Running Wild, and oh no, here we go! Goodbye, Zadie. Oh, JTR gets caught, but the boop, oh, the boop frees him from the spear. Meanwhile, it looks like Full on Grits just barely makes it out with 100 HP, but that's 2 picks for the side. Running Wild, this game continues to amaze and delight. Both teams absolutely can win it from their current positioning. Once again, Imagine manages to beat out that Bruiser camp, but this time, Imagine has a secondary push to look forward to. Okay. Not much has happened in the last few seconds. Another 10 points have gone to the side of Imagine before Running Wild gets on that point. But they step on in. Fatal Rampage successfully cleared out a bit. That camp is going to do a lot to blunt the blow. And it looks like this is going to be a fairly free clear. Now the question becomes, who wins this point? And it looks like Imagine has good odds. They've got the 13 advantage. That's 2-man stun by Elixir. And there comes out the Lightning Breath. Full on Grits disengages. He is not going to make it out of there alive. That poison damage is going to take him down. No! He survives with 100 HP. And it looks like the second Punisher will go on to the side of Running Wild. Wait, Imagine. Oh my god, it's opposite day today. I need hydration. I'm already getting heat stroke. Alright, 13s are out for both teams. We're seeing Hammers. We're seeing Ominous Wraith. And we are seeing Gloom and Divine Rage. The White Van will come online at 16. That's a 2-man stun. Looks like Bird is on the verge of dying. Oh, big follow through. Big flank from Fatal Rampage. And Bird goes down. Tombs dropped, but there's nothing there to follow it up. Running Wild has successfully defended the point, albeit with the sacrifice of a certain Imperious. Breakwood killing 2 of the minions, but seems to be specifically avoiding killing... okay. Stuff happens. Stuff happens even at the last level. Meanwhile, Running Wild already with an aggressive chip. And Imagine's gonna have to respond. Respond, bleh. Respond. Oh no. And full-on Grits makes it out alive. Beautiful save by Mr. Executive. JTR doesn't quite make it. And Executive just walks away. Verd is now double soaking. And it seems like the status quo will be maintained. Imagine first to 16. Once again, though, they're going to have to do something to play. Verd is going in! Verd has been wallbanged and Verd is gone. What a Verd brain moment. Oh, Subdue is completed. This is the nature of Verd. Absolute wild player. Really skilled, but when you're a wild hyper carry, sometimes you just die. It looks like Imagine's going to get a very strong advantage in this bot side lane. They're going to take the camps, and they're probably going to be able to chip out a lot due to their 16 advantage. Full on Grit, looking to clear things out. It looks like Fatal Rampage is dedicating towards this play. This could be a 4v5-ish. DTR steps on in. Kairu pulls the camp out. And it's going to die. It's only a few more seconds until Running Wild gets that advantage. And Running Wild begins their scaling. Manticore, Royal Focus, Holy Renewal, and whatever magic Verd takes. I think I know what I'm going to see. Here it is. Valorous Pursuit. The white van is online. We are about to see some very spicy kidnaps or some very interesting deaths. Running Wild gets their Bruiser camp out a bit faster this time, but once again, there's going to be a 10-point advantage going on to this shrine. JTR, ease on out. Grits is going in. Virtuoso looks like his target. Bird's getting flipped. Stuns coming out. Mr. Executive having a hard time. The kidnap misses. Breakwood kills Elixia. And it looks like this could be it for Running Wild here. Verd can't kill what's in the bunker. But JTR, oh no, JTR goes down while I'm not looking. He's out of mana. That trade went completely to the favor of Imagine topside, so Verd has to go in and clear. This fort is going down long before Running Wild can mount a defense. It's a Frozen Punisher. This is going to be huge for Imagine. They could close it out here. Uh-oh. No, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Imagine. I might have jinxed you guys there. Every time I utter the magic phrase, Running Wild stages a comeback. Looks like they're hunting for Verd. Oh no! Verd turns into mist. And Imagine continues up the push. Bit of a split focus here, but that's okay. They're going to get this fort well before Running Wild can do a jot about it. again. Running Wild grabs a camp, gets on out. They're going to be down 20 again, but this is where they win. This is where they run wild. They are going to have a hard time making it to 20, but if they do, they still have a chance. '20s are now online for Imagine. And with that, we see the Hellgate. We see Living Weapon. We see Invisible Friends. Lots of shenanigans are now possible that weren't in a few seconds. Death count has been called. By now, it is 3 deaths. First 20 levels of practice has been called. And here they go in. Imagine needs these to stick. They need that keep. But that's the moment where everything could go one of two ways. Imagine could secure an advantage, or they could potentially get picked here. Camps are cleared. Nothing much happens. Oh, Virtuoso walks on into that bush, but there isn't quite enough follow-up there. That's a 2-man entomb, but Running Wild is not having it. They want to wait for 20. They want to get that advantage. Well, nullify that advantage before going into this fight. They're sticking together as close as they can. Kairu knows they're on this camp. Knows she has to play it safe. If they get those 20s, they can potentially turn this match upside down. Imagine's looking favored into this fight, but oh boy. They've got some good 20s. Unrelenting Descent has been taken. Buried Alive, Blinded by the Light, and Farflight Quiver. Running Wild is now a much safer team comp, but into that much dive, how do you manage to stop it? Virtuoso's been caught. Virtuoso may get hit by the... Oh boy. Breakwood is into the bunker. And JTR is caught. JTR is stun chain, but he makes it out, and it looks like Grits is going down next. Oh, teleport comes in onto Breakwood, but it doesn't quite connect. Virtuoso takes a load of damage. This is a 4v5 that they're fighting here. Oh, it's a 3-man spear. All a question. Can their superior overtime damage? No, Vert goes down. It looks like this is the beginning of the end, folks. Now, Imagine just needs to take this thing, and they'll be able to push on in. They haven't finished up the Vala, so the defense, the anti-siege, is still there. Running Wild isn't gone here, but they really need to win more than one team fight in order to close this out. Honestly, it's one of the things that makes this match so intense. Imagine has incredibly good technical early game macro. They play it by the book, and they overwhelm. Running Wild, if they want to win, they have to figure out a path to victory that nobody sees coming. Kairu goes in, gets the flip, unleashes the Iron Skin. Sing is dropping fast. Lixia is safely burning it down the backline, but that is a huge wave. And that's a 2-man spear. And the kidnap lands on Breakwood, but the damage isn't quite there. Vert goes on in, nearly kills Zadie. Oh no, this fight is being fought past the Immortal now. Fatal Rampage might just go down here. And it looks like that's it. Bit of courtship, one keep down, but Running Wild, once again, they are still in this. They have been brought to core, but they still have a chance to get on in. Oh, Kairu catches Zadie. Zadie's slowed out. Oh, but Elixia gets dived on. And all members of the crew are still alive. Kairu keeps on fighting. She knows she needs that kill, but doesn't look like there's going to be much here. And it looks like Fatal Rampage is going to be back up in 20 seconds. It's going to be extremely difficult for Running Wild to take any sort of meaningful advantage here. Their tanks burned a lot of resources trying to get that engage set up. But these Wisps, this vision control, imagine is keeping themselves in the game. And could we just perpetually snooze ads? How do I turn ads off permanently? This is so annoying. Anyways. Right now, not much is happening. Waves are being cleared. And it looks like Imagine is setting themselves up for a potential gank. Kairu steps on into that mid lane. And Full On Grits is not the kill target. He just keeps on going for those DPS, but Zadie is caught. Zadie is speared. There goes Zadie. One Entomb. And here goes the kidnap. Here we go. Virtuoso drops. That is Soul's broken. He is no longer indestructible. Meanwhile, Fatal Rampage looking to back soak, put up the pressure, but this push is just too damn intense. They are going in, they are striking, they are forcing it out with everything they've got, but it's not enough yet. They'll have to win one more fight, and it's likely that if they lose, this will be their last. DTR and crew takes that camp. Gonna put that core pressure on. Uh-oh. Virtuoso gets picked. The spear lands. Breakwood isn't gonna be safe. And that's a gigantic combo, but he can't quite get it off. He gets stunned out. And the Genji goes down. Elixia makes it out barely. Breakwood is potentially next, but she's invisible. Oh, makes it out with just 80 HP. Oh, and the backline of Imagine disappear. Running Wild disappears. Oh, no. Full On Grits keeps on running out, but all it takes now.
Blue team's core is under attack.
Oh, no. Oh, no. This is going to be extremely rough. Bird can't step up to clear this. He's just going to get picked? Wait a minute. And Entomb just barely misses. This is going to be really tough. With the Verd down, It's looking like Imagine's gonna walk on core and take that win. Kairu gets cleansed out, but oh, there goes Elixia. Just dropping down. And there goes the front line. Kairu's likely next on the block. Kairu drops. And Mr. Executive is the last to fall. GG! All right. All right. The win this time goes to Imagine. And let's give them that star. Game 3 will be up shortly, but before then, I am going to get some water. And I'm also gonna say right now, Jaslyn has started streaming Wild Heart Zeta versus Bread is Greater Than Ducks. So if you're looking to watch that match as well, I highly recommend it. But just want to stay here, that's cool too. Anyways, I am going to get a drink, and we'll be back with game number 3. All right. Imagine is taking us to Towers of Doom. Let me get that. It's red. Pick 4. And reveal. And Bob, no. I just didn't see that He was co-casting. I just saw that Jazz went live. Please don't be mean to me, okay? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we are starting a prediction.
Of doom.
Let's get the prediction on the road. Also, I have a mouthful of chives right now. They're awesome. Oh, the doy. I may or may not have forgotten to swap casting overlays. I'm very smart, by the way. It looks like Junkrat and Diablo are banned on the side of Running Wild, and Hogger and Anduin are banned on the side of Imagine. Running Wild picks up that Sylvanas again, though. Things are gonna get spicy now.
The hunt is
We
on.
just barely avoided a radio cast. I know. You're all here for this awesome game. Oh, Grit picks up the Blaze. That's pretty amazing. And Kyra brings out that Muradin. But yeah, you're all here for the game. You're not here for the sound of my deeply autistic voice. Let's be real here. By the way, I do have an A pass. I am clinically diagnosed. And it looks like Lucio is taken out. Mr. Executive definitely did a good job there, but man, them bruisers heavy. It's hard to play a champ like that when your team is, all dive and you have this one poor Vola to save. Anyways, Virtuoso picks up the ETC and JTR takes on the Falstad. Now, the Falstad I expect. The ETC, on the other hand, is extremely interesting. I would like to quote Shredded Wind and Lupus here. ETC is the worst tank in the game. As an ETC one trick? I'm not sure I agree. But if we're looking at these drafts, ETC, especially with loudspeakers, will be really good into both Kairu and Blaze. You can knock the jump, you can knock the charge. But really, this game is going to come down to whether or not Grits can survive the ganks. If we see something out of Fatal Rampage, I want it to be Dahaka, I want it to be another global, I want it to be a ganker. And there it is. There's the Dahaka. Now, the Tracer pick becomes more difficult. Elixia is going to need to somehow manage to gank a Dahaka with only a Blaze stun available. This is going to be a difficult task. My money, right now, is going to be fun. Dahaka main tank has been called. Heck yeah. Whoop. Let's swap that relay. Let's get those points down.
Heroes.
And here we go. your bets in now. I'll be closing this pool down after, I don't know, 2 minutes. We've got Verd on the Sylvanas, Executive on the Rhaegar, Full On Grits is playing the Blaze, Kairu is playing Muradin, and Elixia is on Tracer. Breakwood is on Lunara, Virtuoso is on ETC, Zadie is on Brightwing, JTR is on Falstad, and Fatal Rampage is on Dehaka. Anyways, you have about, I don't know, 5 minutes to get that in. Game won't end by then. And we already see it. Virtuoso interrupting that jump. This is going to be extreme spice. See Prog Rock here from the ETC. As you would expect. After all, Block Party isn't going to do anything against the Tracer. Kairu and Elixia are waiting in the bush, waiting for that rotation, but it is unlikely to come. Oh, Kairu gets caught with the polymorph. Loses a bunch of HP, but there isn't much to kill here. Breakwood handling that lane effectively. We're already seeing Imagine play this map absolutely proper. As you can see, they are anchoring on this map, and they are not allowing Double Soak Blaze to steal all of the thunder. Now, what I'd love to see on the side of Imagine is an invade. They have the globals, they have the power, but they do not currently have the priority. Grits goes in and gets stunned out of his charge before it connects by Virtuoso. That invade will have to happen for another day. Both teams absolutely doing their best not to give up any sort of advantage. Kairu jumps on in. Kairu's out of escapes. Virtuoso takes a bit of damage. And it looks like Imagine's going to take a bit of chip here to Verd. It's all a question of whether or not those giants can be stopped in. And 1 goes in. 2 go in. 3 go in. That's a tower down. That's a gate down. Zadie gets hit with a pulse bomb. Slide misses. And it looks like Running Wild has seriously hit this round hard. Running Wild is picking up an XP advantage. Verd is coming on in to help Grits. And meanwhile, Virtuoso and JTR are rotating up. They're going to cast that lane. Leave that to Haka to be free to roam as he please. Oh! Virtuoso barely misses a kill on Verd.
Be ready.
A little bit more damage, and this game would be a different story. Elixia and Kairu having a bit of difficulty stepping on Breakwood. Phrasing. Phrasing was a bit of a disaster there. Anyways. Looks like it's going to be another push on the side of Running Wild. They're stepping on in, creating that priority. But meanwhile, JTR puts the pressure down, and it's going to be tricky. Imagine might just be able to force it out. Zadie can get it out, but there goes the fire. It's all a question of whether or not Fatal Rampage can keep Kairu from channeling. Wait, no. Full On Grits can keep Kairu from channeling. Wow, I'm bad with names. Anyways, so, Full On Grits manages to keep Zadie from channeling with the well-timed Q. And it looks like the first phase mostly goes over to the side of Running Wild. JTR is stacking his quest fast. He's gone Hammer Games. We're looking at Magic Spit. Honestly, I don't know half of these talents. I don't look at these heroes all that often. We're seeing Choke and Falling. We're seeing Nature's Culling. And we're looking at Boomerang. We've got Heavy Impact again. And we've got Locked and Loaded on Tracer. As well as a Totem build. Alright. For real this time, Imagine is going on in. They are getting that proxy. They are going to force this out here and now. Good for them. Kairu elects to catch that mid lane soak. But Fatal Rampage and JTR might have some things to say about it. One of these two is going to have to rotate top. Otherwise, Grits is going to get a bit of chance to chip. Breakwood and Zadie are taking down that camp. And it looks like not much is going to happen. This camp might just get its way in. JTR might get a little bit sneaky. Oh, but Fatal Rampage is caught out and is instantly vaporized. That stasis just made the death longer. Nasty. It gives Running Wild some much needed breathing room on this camp. They're going to burn it on down, and that'll be that.
Lay claim to the altars. Do not disappoint.
Breakwood goes in, tries to control that space, but once again, Verd is showing the power of wave clear, creating priority, making it difficult for Virtuoso and crew to maneuver. And Kyro catches a stun on Virtuoso. And JTR is forced out by Grits. Both of these points look like they're going right over to Imagine. Virtuoso jumps on out, gets nuked. Breakwood is next. That glass jaw is really showing itself here. The limitations of ETC are painful things. We are seeing stage dive, so that's 4 globals now on the side of Imagine. We are seeing pulse rounds. Oh, cool. And there comes the throw. Oh, there goes Verd. Elixia tanks the tower shots and dies. Grits maybe getting time on the throw, but Running Wild just lost 3 people there and then. Meanwhile, Grits and GTR are trading it out, but Grits says, no, this is my camp. I have a bigger HP bar. There's nothing you can do. The 4X Global has been called. Heck yeah. I am already imagining interview questions for both teams right now instead of actually casting, because this match is just that interesting. Virtuoso backs on out. Breakwood and Zadie continue their quest to deal with the camp, and Kyro moves on in. Her location is known, but this invade might just work. Oh, Virtuoso slides on in, and the camp falls. Elixia disappears. Kyro is just too far. Oh, the arrow catches, but Zadie makes it out just barely. Their healer is silenced. Ancestral's thrown out. Stuns come on out. Mr. Executive is just barely going to sneak away, but that poison brings him to 28 HP. I don't know how you got here, Grits. I honestly wasn't paying enough attention. Grits embraces death. Honestly, classy way to go, but I think he still could have, stalled people out. That slide lands on that healer, and Fatal Rampage has been jumped on again. Zadie might just die here. Bird takes her down. Kyro going on in, just pressing buttons, and oh, Fatal Rampage gets a tongue, and Kyro is down now. No healer versus no tank. It's unlikely that either team is going to be able to win this until the next 5 or 6 seconds when, okay, it looks like Elixia is potentially next on the chopping block. Makes it on out. Fatal Rampage takes the point. It looks like the folks on the side of Imagine are still in this. They've still got the punches. They can keep this on up. And oh my word, I need hydration. Glorious. Full on Grits is pushing lane out, getting a bit of chip. Oh, he preempts that slide, but he's got several people. He's been silenced. He's taken that damage. And it looks like he's just barely going to make it out with about 500 HP. Meanwhile, Running Wild taking advantage of that gank attempt. They've pushed it out a little bit more. Haven't done nearly as much. But that topside camp's coming out. Chip there is going to potentially be a problem. Oh, and 13s are out. I probably should show those as well. We see a full-on W-build ETC. We see Abolish Magic. We see Standard for basically everything else, except for maybe Tracer, but I don't know enough about Tracer to know. This is going to be a bit of a push, a little bit more damage. Oh, Grit barely misses. Virtuoso is really being tested there. These 3 camps might just get on in. Running Wild is going to try to use them for the advantage. Meanwhile, Virtuoso R's on in, gets his Globe quest completed, knocks out the Blaze Stun, but oh no! Oh my word, I don't know how that man made it out alive, but wait a minute. I think Fatal Rampage actually managed to backcap there. Well done on the side of Virtuoso. It's a ballsy play, but they just denied a whole 5 points of damage from the side of Running Wild. Things are even up again. But Running Wild still has this point. They still have the ability to step on into this space and dominate it. And it's all a question now. Oh boy. This is spooky. 16's coming out for both teams. We're seeing Imposing Presence. We're seeing Tunneling Claws. Virtuoso's putting that on net care. It's going to be one spicy last series. They're stepping on into the camp at the side of Running Wild. Virtuoso can't really force this point out. That glass jaw really makes it hard for him to step on in and force it. Muradin, in contrast. Actually, let's just look at the numbers. It's 5,000 to 4,000. And Gust is forced out. Elixia takes a bunch of damage, deals a bunch of damage. Virtuoso having a hard time. These camps are unlikely to get in so long as Virtuoso stands his ground and punches those butt cheeks. Oh, Breakwood goes on in. Gets a lot of damage out of Elixia, but barely makes it out alive herself. Grit. Verd takes that camp. Grits is going to have to deal with the fact that his push gets pressured. His point gets pressured by the side of Fatal Rampage and JTR. But Verd is likely going to be able to cap this one. And damage could potentially go in the favor of Running Wild here. Oh boy, that's a 3-man global here. And there goes Grits. That point is gone. Gone, 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 gone. Now it's a question. Wait, they're taking the 4v4. This point may not be gone. It's dangerous. It's deadly. But Executive's going for the channel. Virtuoso lands his slide. And the point gets in. That's 2 dead on the side of Running Wild for nothing. But 5 more points of core damage. That is what Imagine needs to stabilize. They have a chance to get on in now. Elixia might get caught here. And there's the stun. Elixia goes down. JTR is flying on in. Might catch Mr. Executive here, but just barely not. Oh, and Gus was also down. Bit of a gutsy fly, to be honest. Fatal Rampage. Trying to pull Grits back. Trying to get this camp in. He's got chip to get. And there goes ETC. Grits gives up the camp. The damage is done. And Running Wild is starting the respawn. They are down 2 levels thanks to the style and approach that Running Wilds have done, especially with these invades, especially with the Sylvanas advantage. But this could all go wrong here and now. And Verd is caught. Verd is deleted. Grits tries to go for the peel. Executive goes down next. This could be it for Running Wild here and now. Uh-oh. I said the words. Okay, the curse was broken last game anyways. But Running Wild, they have a level up. They have looks like it to be another kill on Kairu here. It's gonna be rough. They can step up, they can take camps, they can close the gap on those points, and they can close out this game. Question now becomes, how do you make up that gap as Running Wild? What do you do? Chips are down, and your teammates are down. Imagine, opts to take the boss off the field before 20. Instead of pushing either of the two forts. This means that they are going to equalize on points, but it is unlikely that they're going to remain this advantage bot side. Oh, here comes the... Oh, no. There goes Zadie. That's so many ISOs. Elixia goes down. That's a 1-for-1 per E20 for Running Wild, and that fort stays up. They're pressing the advantage, though. They see the fact that NETC's back in the fight. This could go very wrong very fast. Ritz is likely next on the chopping block. Verd is caught. Blink and you miss it. That's 2 more kills for the side of... Imagine. It looks like Running Wild is about to tank all those points, and it's likely that they'll be set on 2 points after this fort is taken. However, no guarantees of that. Something could still happen. Mistake could still be made. All it takes is one more miscalculation on the side of Imagine, and Running Wild is back in this game. They've given it up. They've accepted the fact that they can't get much more than the 10 points, but they are going to have Running Wild in checkmate here. If they can just get these points out before Verd shows up. Mr. Executive makes it out. Bolt of the Storm is fired. This is a 4v5 fight, down 2 levels, that Running Wild is running wild and taking. This could either be a clutch play or a complete disaster. Full on Grits goes down. 2 are caught inside the wind tunnel. Elixia gets caught by the tongue, and Verd is going to be hunted down by Breakwood. Looks like that's going to be GG for the side of Imagine with a 2-1 victory. Zadie's holding off on the point. Imagine now can either 6-cap or they can escort them in. Either way, the situation is GG. There are no options left for Running Wild. They're dead for 20 seconds. This camp is in 15 seconds. Right? I said that at like 45. Let's see here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Executive goes on in. He gets gusted out, and in they go. GG. All right, then. We see an ETC win as well now. Absolutely bonkers. The victory goes to Imagine. Anyways, I'm not sure if there are plans to do an interview, but I'm just going to pop into a lobby and wait there. Whoops, lots of CC. I am so sorry, Bloody Drapes and Krina Vest, for walking into the same lobby as you guys. Very smart, by the way. Anyways, let's give Imagine That Star. It looks like we have about 20 minutes before the next match starts. Boom. Imagine with the reverse sweep. Fantastic. Oh, hey, Virtuoso.
Yo.
I was sipping water and boom, you appeared right before me.
Yeah.
So, how you feeling?
Feeling all right. I'm glad we pulled it out.
So, did you know that Running Wild had a prior history of staging upset victories on Tomb of the Spider Queen?
I did not, but that doesn't surprise me. They are a very interesting team. There's just some
Absolutely.
drafts and some heroes. It just feels like they could take a game off of anybody.
Absolutely. That Tomb of the Spider Queen game went about 25 minutes long.
Yeah.
What did you think about the dynamic between the Muradin and the Garrosh?
I don't know if it was the Muradin as much as it was the. I can't remember what else they had that game. I don't remember the Muradin being
Oh,
a
yeah.
problem as much as I remember just getting screwed
Falstad,
by everything
Sylve,
else.
Hogger, and Rhaegar were the rest of their
Yeah,
draft.
I remember thinking after the game that I just should have said screw it and go decimate. I think it would have done better. But
I'd be curious about your reasoning there.
just because I wasn't, we weren't getting clean blowups, we were getting denied them because of the false stat. So like any amount of our cooldowns were kind of getting negated. I even went body check and it only got value in one fight, and then she lived because it was post 20. So I don't know. It just didn't. Nothing about my build seemed worth it. I think probably the most likely thing is it needed to be a different hero, but you know.
Yeah. Either way, excellent early to mid game vision control on the points. That gave you guys a good early lead.
Yeah, thank you. I was happy with how the early game went. I mean, you can see the rust on us a little bit, so I'm
yeah.
hoping that will go away very soon.
Absolutely. So let's move on to Infernal Shrines.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think about the kidnapping Imperius?
What else did they have? Did they have any way to actually secure the isolation? I remember it felt weird to me. I don't remember the draft.
They had
offhand.
Vala's Reign of Vengeance to secure it,
Yeah.
as well as maybe Joe's Blessed Shield with the
Yeah.
follow through from Manticore and Leoric's W.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, if I'm playing Imp and I'm playing him for percent damage, I'm picking Shield so I can stay in the fight more and do more percent damage. I don't know.
Stay in
It
that front
just
line, yeah.
it seemed a little odd. I mean, it had its moments for sure, but
Yeah.
overall, I think it fell flat from what they were hoping.
Indeed. What else is there to say? Walk me through the choice of taking Lightning Breath that game, because that's an interesting call.
How so?
I mean, I don't know. I take APOC like 90% of games, and I never find a reason to justify Lightning Breath.
Oh, interesting. I didn't
Yeah.
think we had any good setup, and I find that into Valas or carries with move speed, like going if you can lightning breath immediately after getting the 16 slow, sometimes you just have situations where you pop off and kill them. I don't know if you saw it too.
Yeah.
I was top damage, so that's why I took lightning
Oh,
breath actually.
I actually did not pay attention to the stats there. Interesting. That's W build at work, I guess.
Yeah, right.
And you definitely did a lot with the dive alongside Breakwood and JTR.
Yeah, that was a fun one. That was a good Diablo game.
Oh yeah. So, game 3.
Hmm.
I assume you know the popular consensus on ETC.
Oh yeah, I think Cattle's take is a little hyperbolic though.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are attached to the way that they used to play ETC. I think going the build that I went is probably, like in my opinion, is the most potent way to play him and play him
Loudspeakers
as
and
like a
area
macro hero.
denial.
What's that?
Sort of the loudspeakers area denial approach, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like going the like if you're Mosh, right? It feels bad to not pick the cooldown reduction,
Mhm.
right? Because
Oh
there's
yeah.
situations where you would like to have it faster, or it gets knocked on short CD and you can get it back. But going dive and like with the idea that you're gonna play him from a macro perspective, makes the playing for the
Yeah.
WCDR make more
And
sense to me.
that play with Fatal Rampage with the back cap and the stall
Hmm.
with that was chef's kiss.
Yeah,
It was a
I did
gutsy
not think I
move.
was making it out of there. I think it was worth even if I died, but
Oh yeah. Like that was a big point swing for you guys.
yeah,
Kept you
thank
in there
you.
for much longer. But yeah, you drafted 4 globals on Towers of Doom. I don't
Hmm.
think I've ever seen you take that many on that map before, but either way,
No, it was a first for us.
yeah, either way,
I
you got
was
a lot of
pushy
value
about
on
it.
it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Anyways, congratulations on the reverse sweep.
Hmm.
I look forward to seeing you guys after that rust is scrubbed off.
Yeah, me too.
Anyways, have a good night,
Yeah,
and
thanks you too.
congrats on the
Thank you
win.
so much for casting. Really appreciate all the work you're putting in, all the casts, all the pregame stuff. It's good
It's
stuff.
always fun. Like it's
Yeah.
far more a thing of passion and feeling like, oh, I'm not in heroic, so it's not that awkward. It's a good feeling.
Right. Yeah. I see that.
Like,
All right.
because there aren't a lot of us who do cast heroic, even though I think absolutely anybody with a bit of energy could do it. The
Yeah.
division
Yeah,
isn't
I agree.
the division isn't too special, and I think Running Wild has shown here that the gap between the top of Nexus and the top of heroic, well, it's there.
Hmm.
It is possible to bridge it.
Oh, for sure.
So, stay frosty, and
All
again,
right.
have a great night.
Yeah, thanks. You too, man.
All right, folks. The next game starts in 10 minutes. I am going to rehydrate myself and set up the overlay again. Cheers.
pressure a little aggressively. So here's the problem: they got those camps out, they give the turn in, and now they get to create enough pressure to where clears the web weaver out by itself. But now you kind of gave up that advantage that is the CGI camp. You want to maximize the amount of pressure your assets get. You don't want to just get a camp and like, okay, that's it. Like that's the end of it. Like think about what it is. Trying to extract as much value as possible.
Didn't check who's had your stream up earlier, but I didn't see who else. No, because I was warming up. But I did see, nice. Oh, wow. How'd that work? Oh, come back, okay. Oh, nice. Off my ADC. Ah, okay. Nice. Something a little spicier than that. Like EDC Lucio, okay. Something else. It's just never actually gets played. But oh, it's Alarak. Just save your E for pushing him away as he charges in. Oh, is it W because oh yeah, no, E's lightning, you're right. Yeah, W. Great. Yeah. Let's see. This. Choose one. Okay, it's actually signed off itself. That's doing J-Lou. Alright, well, take those golden bullets. Hello. What's happening? Nice.
Good. My team is finishing up an
Alright,
It's
no,
not bad. Alright, we just died. Alright. I'll be fine.
Cool. Okay, I call. Wait, I have to type it in. Alright, fine. I'll call this. Hey, okay, we'll take first pick. Oh, hang on, we have to map ban. That's right, yeah. So you ban first. Yeah, they're mapped. Oh, yeah. Okay, we ban Vizcaya. Alright, and we will ban Alfred. Okay, no problem. Okay, sounds good. Alright, well, let's see in the lobby.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to begin. The map pick has not been called yet. Oh, wait, no, I just got it from J-Lu. Correctamundo. Cursed, Volskaya, Alterac, and Yeah, I just said all 4. Wow. I'm very smart. Volskaya, Alterac, Cursed, and Sky. Whoops. Anyways, let's show the tier list. It's so far so good. Although Bread vs. Ducks might actually take a win on Wild Heart Zeta. So, TNT is a team that I am predicting to do fairly well, judging by the players alone, judging by their capabilities. They should be able to pull off a lot of spicy comps. But Teal is one of those teams that's got solid fundamentals. If they work on their inconsistency, they absolutely could score a win here. This round is rookie team versus veteran, and both teams are kings of upsets. Remember, Teal, formerly known as Team Happy Cloud, scored upset victories on everyone from 30K Violet to Imagine last season. They're a capable team. They just have to bring it down. Lobby. Okay. We might have a lobby in a few seconds. I'm going to bully Jägermeister into giving me a lobby. I'm going to lose my mind. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, we're in. And we're going to Infernal Shrines. Thank you, TNT, for taking us to Infernal Shrines. That's red pick. Joy. Ah, why must we go to Enshrines every game? It's too popular for its own good. Alright, let's just start that prediction. Alright, here we go. Match series number 2. We are going to Infernal Shrines. We are gonna have a good time in spite of the map of choice. Yay. I am happy to go to Shrines. Wait a minute. Did I just set the prediction for 20 minutes? Okay, I'm not good at this stuff. We're ending it the moment the game starts. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 1 of this best of 3 series of Teal versus TNT. Question now becomes, do Teal play Hogger? I don't remember if they play Hogger. I think they don't play Hogger. And Hammer is immediately banned. That's a spicy pick. Let's look to the T's. According to my notes, no, Teal does not play Hogger. They've got that first pick. So the question now becomes, can they bluff the TNT folks into banning out the Hogger? All comes down. Oh, what the? Who would put that many points into TNT? Are they now? What do you mean they're on the wrong side? Let me see. No, that cannot be. That cannot be. Wait a minute. No. The teams are on the wrong sides. Oh no. No. Okay. We can temporarily fix this. But, yeah, that's not good. The teams are, in fact, on the wrong sides. Anyways, Delta's taking out Hogger. Okay, they can play Hogger now. That's cool. Jägermeister brings out Blaze instead, and Gambit takes out the Lucio. They are on the wrong sides. That's not my fault. You can look at the history. They are. All of them. They are both on the wrong sides, respectively. This is going to be Giga Lane. Which means I'm going to have to swap my logos around. And I'm going to have to cry. Such is life. Such is life. Anyways, Sylvanas is banned out. And Diablo was taken into a Tychus, and Josh brings out the Vala. I'll be honest with you. I am increasingly looking at this comp, and I am favoring the side of Teal. I don't know who decided to put nearly 8,000 points into TNT, but... Oh, wait, what? Okay, that's spicy. That's really spicy. That's a Medivh. These drafts just got a little bit crazier. That's a 4-man Hogger, it looks like. That's a Tyrael main tank into a Diablo. That's a Medivh into a Tyrael. Welcome to Spice Town. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a good game. Yeah, those drafts went in weird directions. Anyways, I'm going to desperately move these icons across the map because, yeah, the teams are in the wrong spot. The home team for this series should be freaking Teal. But it's not Teal. So, that's our life now. They're swapping around. Ken? I don't know where Ken is. And Key? I am 90% certain that the stream doesn't show the fact that... What's up with that? Huh. Wow, it looks like things are a little bit spicy. Anyways, on the side of Teal, we have Delta on Leoric, Galaxy Quest on Hogger, Brett on Brightwing, Chaotic on Tychus, Fade on Tyrael, Killidan is on Medivh, Jaeger is on Blaze, Josh is on Vola, Zenroth is in Diablo, and Gambit is on Lucio. Talents are out. It is W build Vola, it is Soul Shield Diablo, and Galaxy Quest is womboed and comboed, and he spins, and Brightwing Z is forced out. Yeah. Eager is going to beat Delta to the lane by a few seconds, but Galaxy Quest, immediately after getting blasted, decided to clear a wave, build priority, and is going to give his team some time to get an advantage. We are also going to end submissions. I think whoever voted on Teal is going to be a very, very happy camper if they win. Five-man collapse mid lane. And portals are being used to jump onto Galaxy Quest. Galaxy Quest gets combo womboed, and Galaxy Quest is gone. The Medivh fast rotate strikes again, guys. Chaotic starting that camp. He's down a Hogger though. Fade is on that anchor. Meanwhile, TNT goes in, takes that mid lane camp, but they're not very fast. Am I allowed to pause? I'm not allowed to pause. Galaxy Quest is back online. And mid lane is pushing in the favor of Teal. Killidan goes in for some stacks. He's sitting at 17. It's 2 minutes into the game and this man has 17 stacks. Raven Familiar is online. This is an incredibly aggressive invade from the side of Teal. But they don't get punished, and it works out. We're seeing a lot of different builds from what I'd expect. We're looking at AA build Tychus, and we are seeing what looks like to be Bruiser build Tyrael so far. Galaxy Quest is setting up the spin. This is going to be a big moment for him. When he gets onto this point, people are going to learn, once and for all, whether Teal can play Hogger. Final level 4s are out, and it's Divine Vigor. We are looking at what is likely going to be a Bruiser build Tyrael. And we're looking at aggro range. Wait, what does that do? Huh, I don't even know what that talent does. Jägermeister has already swapped to the bottom 2 lanes for double soaking. Killidan is backing on out, grabbing those globes and heading up topside. And now the question becomes, can Galaxy Quest land them spins? I mean, that's one way to do it. Not the big way to do it. Chaotic's getting jumped on. And it looks like Zenroth's about to lose all of his HP to a Tychus spin blast. We are looking at, in the rhythm, Zenroth is going to have a bad time this game. Level 7s are out for the side of TNT. Delta gets spun. And once again, Zenroth unleashes Mighty Hell and then gets blasted by the Tychus. Lots of damage. 7s are out for the side of Teal now. They're looking for Relentless Soldier on Tychus. Drain momentum on Leoric. And it's Bruiser build Serial. Hallelujah. Here he goes. He goes in for damage. Killidan's got his stacks already. It's 4 minutes into the game. Josh, similarly, has hit his power spike, and Delta's getting jumped on. We are seeing Medivh action non-stop here. Zenroth might drop down before he gets a heal, but oh, he barely makes it out. Jaeger misses the thing, and Fade goes down. I'll be honest, this is looking like a Medivh diff game so far. Boop slightly throws Jaeger off. And it looks like TNT is going to step up, and they're going to force out this point. First objective goes on to TNT. They gave up the Hogger, but they are still winning. Fade tanks the thing. They're going for the side wall here on the side of Zenroth. They might tower dive in a few seconds. OBJ is at half health. If they're going to do it, they're going to do it in the next few seconds. Portal is out. Killidan goes in on a Chaotic. Brett Michaels going in for the save. Josh, and they're out the portal. Delta is zoning out Zenroth. And it looks like the fort is just barely going to make it out alive. Ah, Medivh games. You either enjoy them or you pull out your teeth watching them. Teal lost the gate mid lane. They're down 10s. They're likely going to have to give up a few more camps. Oh, Delta is getting... Oh, no, Josh might drop. Nope, Josh is fine. Killidan, on the other hand... Okay, he's fine. Meanwhile, Teal does what they can. They take value elsewhere, but that's a fort down. Alright, we're seeing the judgment. We are seeing the power spike. We're seeing the entomb. I want to see that Odin. But it could be something else. Teal has to give up the camp as they are down a man. In they go. Galaxy Quest gets stunned, blasted, and here comes the judgment. But it might be too late. Galaxy Quest goes down. It's going to be very difficult for Teal to get value with this comp. That Lucio and that Medivh make all the difference against this lineup. Chaotic still holding on to his ult pick. And once again, we see another lightning breath. Spicy. And we also see Polybomb. And Odin is taken by Chaotic. Delta goes in. And Medivh says no, and he says okay. Galaxy Quest goes in. Trying to grab this camp as quickly as possible. Gets the spin going. It's always satisfying to watch. Unless you hate Hogger, of course. Big problem for Galaxy Quest here is he's got nobody there to save him. Jaeger is stepping up, going for that soak, and he is running. Delta might catch him out here. Entomb just barely gets dodged by Jaeger, and Entomb is down. 13 goes onto the side of TNT. They are absolutely at the advantage here. And in they go again. Bit of split focus, but oh, Galaxy Quest disappears. Handling the Medivh moves is gonna be hard. But it's so satisfying to watch a team just immaculately going through portals with such speed. This game is likely over before 20. Delta and Brett looking for that push. Level 13's coming out for the side of Teal. Sword of Justice, Ominous Wraith, and Dust Devil. It's a Frozen Punisher. Jaeger successfully manages the defense. And it's going to be a 4-man v3 push here. They know better. They're giving up that fort in its entirety. But that won't necessarily save them from the, you know, over-the-wall portals shenanigans that's about to happen. Faith jumps the Immortal. They're not going over the wall just yet, but they could. Portal is sent to the backside, weirdly enough. Delta unleashes an Entomb, and yeah. TNT's out. They got 16. They got the level advantage. They have options. Teal, on the other hand, time's running out. Options are growing low. Forts are getting clipped down. And at any minute, any lane that they step up to clear could suddenly have an entire 5-team with portals on it. TNT really posturing with that 16 advantage here. They could potentially chip out this entire fort here. Jaeger misses stun. Zenroth gets hit with a judgment. Fade might actually end up dead here. Now he teleports out. He's good. But this push is going to keep going for the side of TNT. They chase down the Galaxy Quest. Man, Jaeger might get the stun here. Oh no, Galaxy Quest is going to get eaten. This is how you deal with Hogger. Overwhelming force, overwhelming speed. Get him before he gets out. Brett is next on the chopping block, and Brett goes down. Oh my goodness. It's looking like Fade might be next. Oh, and there he goes. And into the bunker with them. That's a keep down in 12 minutes. Oh my word. TNT, you have drafted what I would like to call a war crime comp. Medivh is now illegal. The Teal crew, they don't have much on the map. They're just gonna head on in, take their Bruiser camp, and they have 16s online now. We're looking at Sizzling Attacks, Royal Focus, Burning Halo, and Phase Out. Interesting call on the Brave Wings part, but if I were getting dove down by Medivh, I'd want to have the ability to pop out of reality. Oh, they're looking for an invade on Jaeger. Yeah, the charge is out, but it's going to be active again. Bunker's forced out. Jaeger is probably going to be able to sneak away. This is not the situation you want to be if you're on Teal. Delta lands a excellent Entomb. And, oh no, another portal happens. But with the exception of possibly Delta, everyone on Teal has made it out alive. The invade managed to force out Bunker. He managed to force out Lightning Breath, but they lost almost all of their big ticket alts except for it. Odin's. Oh, what the heck? I've been raided. Okay, so for those of you just coming on in, we are... yeah, we're going through what Key is liking to call the one Medivh game for each season. Medivh will be permabanned after this game. Ooh, 2-man Entomb. But Teal can't stay here. Josh gets hit with that, but there isn't much follow through, and we got Winions. We got big Winions. This ultimate team fight might be irrelevant. Josh goes down. Big stun on the side of Zenroth. Delta goes down. Brightwing goes down. If none of them make it out of here alive, that core dies to Winions. Chaotic and Galaxy Quest, one of these two needs to survive or this game is done. Odin used as his cleanse. So many people so low. Chaotic's down. If Galaxy Quest doesn't make it out of here alive, game over. And GG. That's game number 1. Right there and then. Alright! Aye. That individual who decided to put everything on TNT. Okay. Congratulations, you won 10 points. Good job. Good job. Anyways, let's get that victory on the screen. Just for the record, the teams ended up swapping themselves in lobby. So it's inverse of what it is in-game. It's their fault. It's not mine. Also, it's my fault because I didn't tell them that they were on the wrong side. So we'll be back in a bit. I need to hydrate my vocal cords. Alright then. Actually, let's start another prediction shortly. And it is LT... No, not LTK. TNT. And Teal. Let's set it for 10 minutes. The moment everybody's in lobby. Alright, it looks like we are going to Towers of Doom. And are the teams on the wrong side again? Yes, we are. Excellent. Excellent. I have been told to... Alright then. Game number 2. This is a pick on the side of TNT. So let's get this game started. Did I forget a lot of the important stuff again? I did, didn't I? Where's my brain going? Where is my brain going? I had an idea. And I lost that idea, and I've been pinged by someone. Justin's making fun of me. Literally all Justin is capable of doing, making fun of me. Beautiful. Where is it? I know it's somewhere around here. I forgot to do it, didn't I? Yes, I did. I forgot how to press the buttons for my overlays. Yep, I'm very smart. Actually, speaking of which, let me see. What are the results from Wildcard Zeta versus BD? Is that match over? Ooh, if it's over, then that means GG, no? Oh! Wild Heart Zeta. They took the win on Bread versus Ducks. I am spoiling you all of a match you shouldn't have known about. I'm sorry. But yeah. That's another reverse sweep. Dang. He got lots. Yeah. I mean, I expected them to win, but it's like there's every single game here is cosmically aligned to be a reverse sweep. If you're teal, you really want that to be the case here. If you're TNT, you want to close this game out now. Because it seems like every match tonight is going to be a reverse sweep. Like, maximum drama, maximum point spreads. It makes my entire tier list worthless because the teams seem way more even. Anyways, Teal has banned out the freaking hammer again? That's really funky. They're the ones who play Tyrael. Why are they getting rid of it? Wait. Wait a minute, what the heck is going on here? What? Everything is messed up, by the way. What the? Oh no, I've done it again. I may be wrong about who had first pick versus map pick this game. So, yeah, that's wonderful. Mistakes have been made.
Change is upon us.
For the Alliance above all.
Uh-oh, I'm out of water again. But yeah, the Medivh ban has been done. Daka's taken by the side of TNT. And Lucio and Blaze have both gone to Teal.
With every death comes honor.
Oh! Galaxy Quest is breaking out the Hogger of the Hanzo, actually. I mean, that one last season, if I remember correctly, it was banned out like 5-10 times. It was picked 5 times, and it had a 0% win rate last season. Even though it's really good and has been ban worthy the whole time. Anyways, we see a little Anduin. We see a little bit of a mini Ken in the game. And we see a Mephisto ban. And a new ban. Okay, something is gonna go funky, but I don't know what yet. We're gonna see some interesting games here.
Reckoning
There's
is
the
at
Phoenix. This time it's TNT that takes material. Now what do they play? I mean, Diablo's open. The option is right there. We also see the spice, the immense spice that is Phoenix. Wait. Mal'Ganis. Falstad. Hanzo. What? Well, it feels like this is my fault now. Like, just for the record, I ended up playing Mal'Ganis against Teal in a scrim. And if they lose with Mal'Ganis, it's gonna feel like it's my fault, you know? Oh, there's the Ken Genji. Oh boy. This is spicy. This is really spicy. It's all on Brett right now. If he can land excellent helping hands, he is absolutely capable of stopping this light-bombed Tyrael nonsense. But I wouldn't count on it. There's a lot of other possibilities. Oh, man, either way, this is going to go really funky. All right. Whoops. Control Shift S. I just accidentally keep on disabling my own sound. Why can't I? I don't know what I'm doing. Ah! Okay, we see Arsenal synergy.
The battle
We
begins.
see
10 seconds.
scatter build. We see time to feed. Oh no. We see adrenal impact. We see accelerando.
3, 2,
And even handed blessings. I don't like this talent,
the battle
but I can't change what people pick. It is race car build on the side of Jaeger. Going old school. And get your predictions in now, folks. Delta goes in for a charge. Doesn't quite connect. Jaeger has already built out priority topside. And Ken is lurking. And he is jumping in. Oh my word. What a mad lad. Fade is going on in. He's got that last Q, but he mounts up and heads on in. Chaotix coming in, bullying Jaeger. Fade is jumping on in. Oh! Oh no! Jaeger is gonna get ganked here! Immense Spice has been activated. Now, several people are gonna have to rotate up top and catch that soak. But, a little bit of chips being done in exchange for this play. Teal hasn't gotten this for free. Potentially a very dangerous play on both sides. Invades could be abound, but it's looking like neither team is going to do that. They're staying in their lane, and they're vibing. Fate goes in, lands big sleep, but he is out of HP, so they no longer have a tank on the side of Teal. Looks like these things are going to go on in, and TNT is going to get a bit of chip. Chaotic's caught. Fate goes in, lands asleep on 3 people, but the burst damage isn't quite there. Fate gets out with about 300 HP. And the gate goes down in favor of TNT. Epic.
Be ready. You must finish them quickly.
Alright, whoops. Looks like Chaotic is going on up. Make sure that Jaeger has a bad time. And snooze. Snooze. Okay. One of these days, I'll figure out how to stop ads. Alright, Chaotic catches it. Jaeger catches it. Now it's a battle of which global can make it down faster. Unless it's going to be played slow. Chaotic is now the double soaker. It's going to make things difficult here.
Like all the others.
Seeing might have Sargeras out. Right call into this damage lineup from Fate. And Galaxy Quest gets interrupted by Zenroth. Zenroth is sleeping. Zenroth is stunned. There's no healer to save Zenroth. Zenroth barely makes it out alive with that pull. Beautifully executed by Fate. Damage wasn't quite there. Alright, looks like everybody's in battle. Oh, and Calavi Fate just vanishes. Absolutely unfair. Sevens are out on the side of Teal. We may just see a comeback here and now. That would be pretty cool to see. Be pretty cool to see every single match become a reverse sweep. Spreading Plague. Fade is going old school. You'll have to see it. And we see Paralyzing Enzymes out by Jaeger. Not a popular one. It's also important to note that Tyrael is going support build for Killidan's Phoenix. Interesting stuff to see indeed. You can see it right there with Killidan. If you watch patiently, he is swapping forms to max out W clear. This man has really good micro, and you'll have to see it. Means there are at least 2 Phoenix players in this division now. Juan Pablo and Killidan. Once again, TNT pushes it out. Can't really stop the... Oh, they were so close, though. Delta keeps on pushing, but it's unlikely that much will happen here, as neither team really has a consistent engage tool. Naked jumps on in. It's important to recognize that the clock is ticking on Teal. If they want to win, they're going to have to do it against some nasty ult combos. Genji Light Bomb is going to be intensely difficult for Teal to manage. Good micro on the side of Fade, looking for Zenroth's Q, but he loses a lot of HP here, and he might just drop here and now. Oh. Killidan makes it out with just a little bit of HP. This is one divey comp, and Killidan's caught, but there isn't enough damage. 10s are out. We see X-Strike, we see Salvo, we see Light Bomb. The Def combo is active. And it's no longer a match into no CC for the side of Teal. Jaeger goes in for the channel. If Teal can stall this out for a little bit longer. Oh, arrow goes down. Light bomb in, and that is what we fear. You can't use Gust to stop damage that has already happened. And there goes the blaze. Chaotic goes up topside with that flight, and he's going to see what Soki can catch, but that's 2 more points for TNT. Those ult combos are going to be really scary. TNT moving in, looking for that invade. The big problem. Oh no, Brett just drops. Oh, Ken is sleeping. Ken is sleeping in a scary place, but he's got his jump, and he can get out. Killidan's Phoenix is absolutely wrecking havoc here. He knows how to hyper carry on it. TNT is a contender. And Teal, yeah, they're putting up a good fight, but these guys, TNT, they are something else. Oh, Gambit's caught out. Light Bomb is used. Sanct is dropped. Fade unleashes his ult. Oh, Zenroth is the only one caught by the arrow. Miniken deletes with that. And it looks like Fade is going to just barely make it out. Lot of nasty damage dealt. Lot of mist soaked on Delta's part. It's gonna be hard. Oh. A lot of punishing. Ah, Killidan goes down. Miniken might be the next, but seems like Teal gets a clean kill. But they might give up a lot here. No, Chaotic steps on in. Delta keeps on tanking that, even in lieu of minions. They're going to get this down, and they're going to do it fast. It means both teams just going to trade 4 points here. If you're TNT, that's fine. You just need to make sure that... Oh no. That's a stolen camp in exchange for bunker. Jaeger jumps on in. Jaeger just zooms out. Race car build gives him a lot of escape there. Alright, I just got distracted, as I always do. It looks like Fade is just running away. Oh no, Brett got caught by a nasty tongue. We are seeing fairly typical talents. Huh. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh yeah, it's that one. That one's pretty cool. Because, if I'm not mistaken, it basically means he has essentially 60% healing increase. Oh, a lot of damage. Galaxy Quest just gets blasted. Oh, Ken might be a counter kill, but there's just Chaotic. Without that Hanzo, there's very little they can do. The onus is really on Brett in these fights to make sure that people don't drop, but that is such a hard thing to do when you're Lucio and you have large, wide-range heals instead of precise sort of burst control like Anduin. The major merit of Lucio is just that, raw cleanse power. But when the damage has already happened, when it's Killidan's ult, there's nothing you can do about it. It's already happened. You just have to grit your teeth and take it. It is absolutely nasty. The burst potential is insane. All TNT needs to do is swipe, and they're done. It's precise, it's fast, it's a killing machine. And Teal, they're going to have to find picks. They're going to have to catch the levels up. And if they can just get Jaeger here, maybe they have a chance. Ah, but there it is. There it is. They needed that pick. They can't do boss here. This is an immense gamble. But honestly, they might just be able to take it, clear down here, and they'll be in a better situation. They'll only be down 4 points now. They're already on the rotation down, but they need to send more people to this. This camp is going to be a very intense problem. It's going to be tricky.
Once more, the altars rise from the depths.
Jaeger will be back in a few seconds, and we don't see Blindness of Bat, but we do see Plague Bats here. That's to be expected. Without the level 7 Will of Tichondrius, it's really hard to land those wombos. Fate goes on in, the camp's cleared, and they manage to keep another 3 HP.
The time is now, heroes. Claim the altars in my name.
Anyways, Silence gets Fate, cleansed out, Light Bomb has been used. Really down to this fight, see whether or not... there's the stall. They have a little bit more time. They very much need to do something and win something while Light Bomb is down. If they can't, they're just going to have to do it again and take another difficult fight. Delta's backing out. Chaotic's on the camp. It's very likely that we're going to see a potential 4v3 here. Sleep manages to catch material, but Lucio breaks it. And Zenroth doesn't quite make it in time. Gust is forced out. Zenroth is stunned. Zenroth actually drops to Delta on the flank. Well played. Camp goes in. It takes out the fort. Teal is in the danger zone, but they are continuously looking to pick out these fights, get some kills. It's 5-5. Well, 5-6, but, you know. It really is coming down to how these fights are taken and who's winning after the fact. Gambit's picked out. Oh, there isn't quite enough damage. And there's a Light Bomb combo. Ken goes in. Galaxy Quest is walking away with barely any HP. Fade is caught. There goes Galaxy Quest. Mini Ken might actually get Brett here. Oh no, and here comes Killidan's ult, and that is... Wow. I didn't expect both Brett and Chaotic to make it out there. But, yeah, it looks like TNT is going to close things off here. Oh, Mini Ken goes on in. And it's a little bit late. Absolutely looks like TNT could just close the game out here and now. Just need a few more points. They're a little bit ahead when it comes to that soak. Jaeger is potentially going to get spotted in this camp, but he already sees that coming and he backs on out. TNT does the same thing topside. Well, loses their topside for it. Teal does the same thing as TNT. TNT is about to hit 20. And we see the stun. Living Weapon. Apex Predator. Apex Predator. And Unconquered Spirit. Material pick still being held. We shall see. Miniken is watching and waiting. And it's Holy Arena. Oh. Fade goes on in, gets aggressive. They need this fight. They've got their 20s. Mixing Fire, Fortified Bunker, Secret Swarm, Bullseye, and Wind Tunnel. They have options now. But here comes the Sleeps. It hits two of their back lines. The Wind Tunnel is creating a problem. The Bunker's used to body block them. The Arrow just barely misses. Sanctification's out. Mini Ken backs on out. And almost nothing has died. That entire fight happened. It was just too scattered for any amount of damage to be dealt. But right now, TNT is on the verge of being able to close it out. If you are on the side of Teal, you absolutely have to take this fight right here and now. You have to be aggressive, because if you don't, boss is checkmate. It's gonna get rough. Jaeger seems to be waiting patiently. I think he's just getting essence. But, man, oh man. If you are on the side of TNT, you have so many ways to win from this game. If you are in the situation... Oh, wow, they're actually going for it. Hot damn. They're moving into that boss play, and they are looking to take it off the map. It's a risky call, but it's absolutely the one that's needed to keep them in this game. Great work on the side of Teal. Great judgment. It's gonna be close. They're still down to a single team fight, being won or lost. But now, they can't get macro backdoored. They can't lose the map outright by losing one boss. But all it takes right now is 2 of these 3 pumpkins going in. Oh, great cleanse on the side of Brett, but he and Galaxy and everyone are gone. That is GG. Spicy stuff. And well fought on the side of Teal. It looks like... It absolutely looks like we are seeing a new contender for 3rd, possibly 2nd or 1st seed. Oops. Fuck. No! No! Oh no! I screwed up, and I am sorry to everyone about that. No! No! Anyways, I am going to be seeing if we can get an interview with the folks on TNT. Let's get into a lobby. And... let's see here. Okay, where are we? We are in lobby 3. All right then. Okay. Let's see here. Am I missing anything? In-houses are online right now. Cool.
Yo.
Oh, hey. Is that you, Jaeger? No, it's Miniken and Zenroth.
Hey.
a high-pitched Jägermeister and low-pitched Jägermeister. That's what I'm calling you two now.
Unlucky.
Unlucky.
Anyway, so congrats on the domination. Teal was a veteran team, and I think you guys have shown that you're more than capable of fighting with the best of this division has to offer. So, walk me through game number 1. That's a 16-minute finessing. What do you have to say about it?
I can't say anything.
He can't. Yeah, Ken's that out.
Ken's at, oh yeah, so it's all on you, Zenroth, then.
That's fine. We kind of went into it. I mean, we practiced Infernal Shrines a few times. We're trying to get a feel of like what we wanted to do and what we wanted to execute in game. So pretty much that's the team comp as you saw, the Diablo Medivh. We just weren't sure, like, if we wanted me to go Lightning Breath or APOC. So I was like, I don't know. Lightning Breath kind of looks good here instead of APOC, just because Brightwing knows what he's doing. He's just going to cleanse it out of the ley line.
And that makes sense, especially... Wait, can the poly be cleansed by Brightwing? Like the AoE one?
I believe so. I'm pretty sure if he's like right next to the target when he cleanses it, pretty sure it just cleanses the polymorph.
Interesting. Because I would have thought you cleanse it, it goes unstoppable, it breaks, and it explodes, and it will, you know, cause the loop to continue. I might be wrong on that one, though. Oh well.
If that's the case, I have not seen that yet. So that's some new level stuff.
No, I have no idea how that ability works. It might just disappear completely. It might get Control-Alt deleted. Because you so rarely see Medivh, and you so rarely see Polybomb.
We like to basically cover, like we weren't really like mobile on that map, so the Medivh kind of made up for the lack of mobility that we had. Yeah. Just kind of covered a lot of our rotations.
Yeah, that poor Hogger just kept on getting, you know, the entire team put right up on top of him, polymorphed, and then, you know, just CC'd to the point where he was dead.
Yeah, that was our goal. Just get somebody out of there. I already knew I was going to be taking a lot of heat once we saw the Tychus and the Leo, so we weren't trying to hang around longer than we needed to.
Yeah, I've never seen a Hogger so thoroughly pushed out and bullied on Infernal Shrines before.
That was our goal, man.
But yeah, I think Calavithe had a line. Killidan's got his game of Medivh out for the season. So, tell me what it feels like knowing that no matter what happens, Medivh is always going to be banned against your team, so you have that many more free picks.
That's fine. I mean, Medivh is just one of our current strengths. We'll get more as we continue practicing and whatnot. So, if it's a force ban, then it's a force ban, you know.
I mean, those portal coordinations. It's clear you guys put a lot of effort into making those work.
He was doing a really good job making sure that we had good portal rotation, whether it be like through the team fights or through the lanes.
To add to the poly pick.
Oh yeah.
He picked it because first off, he's more comfortable with that, and as you saw, there were several moments there where he hit those beautiful polys on the Brightwing, stop the heals, stop the cleanses from coming off, and a couple other examples of just
same deal on the Hogger, keeping him from spinning.
Yeah, exactly. It's just another like hard CC, and Zen doesn't prefer to play APOC from what I've seen. So on top of that, Leyline's less effective.
Yeah.
This man.
Oh, he's speaking on your behalf.
He is speaking on my behalf.
All right.
Game 2. Oh, man. Definitely was a bit touch going until 10, but after that...
That was pretty much our strength was 10. We knew that. We were just trying to kind of testing waters, seeing what we were capable of doing pre-10.
And just watching the Tyrael Uh, just wait, no, not the Tyrael. Just watching the Phoenix turn the Hanzo into colored rain was oh that I've actually really never thought about Phoenix's ult. It's burst damage, but it's delayed by 1 second. Like if
True.
Lucio can't get that healed up, the target just dies. Really interesting to watch.
Yeah, it was also nice at 20. I also was able to kind of boost Killy a little bit with the upgraded
Holy
tank.
Arena as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So, have you guys actually practiced the Tyrael Phoenix before as a 2 combo? Because
Not really.
it seems like Killidan wasn't flinching at all with his micro when you were giving him attack speed amplifications. Like he still could bomb swap. He could still, do all the little things that you need to do to make Phoenix really powerful.
That's actually partially because of me, because I used to tank main for him all the time. And me and
cool.
him personally have an insane amount of hours playing together, and I used to play a lot of Tyrael with him, so it just kind of translates over with Zen.
Oh yeah, that's cool. But yeah,
I've been wanting to whip out the Tyrael too, so
Whip it out, you did.
I actually wanted to force the Tyrael pick there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good about it.
So, anyways, let's move on from the series. I do have some questions for you guys. Any teams you're looking forward to fighting in the rest of the season?
All of them.
All of them?
Yes.
I want
Heck
the
yeah.
smoke. Let's get it.
Wild
Yeah.
Heart Zeta. All right. Juan, we're coming for you, buddy.
Battle of the Phoenixes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Honestly, though, that was, as Josh said, some really cracked gameplay. Looking forward to casting you guys, especially the Wild Heart Zeta match. It'll be a matter of who can first pick Phoenix. That's what it'll come down to. I guarantee you.
Funny enough, Juan's the one who taught Killy.
Huh.
Yep.
I'll be.
Juan's his teacher.
So it's a friendly rivalry then.
Yes, sir.
Sensei.
Sensei Juan.
Sensei Juan.
All right then. I think I'm going to go to bed now. I think I'm going to wake up with a cough. That was
unlucky, man.
That was a fun series of 2 matches. If you didn't see Running Wild versus Imagine, I do recommend checking that out. And I'd also recommend checking out the one that Jazz streamed with Goon, Wild Heart Zeta versus BD. That was another absolute amazing match. Anyways, pleasure casting for you guys. Hope you have a great evening.
Thank
You
you
as
all.
well.
We appreciate it.
Yep, thank you.